Alrighty. Hello everyone. Hello everyone and welcome to what is the finale of AF3 Season 8. The game do be a bit very loud, yes, and I apologize about that. Let me just lower that a bit. Get lower than my voice. But yes, hello. Loving all the Lomiata support in chat right now. Very, very nice. But the currently on top here in quali, we have Ben Hayes. In the panels, about to say BMW, but that is certainly not a BMW. Followed by Juan, Basso Freak, and Vesevrad. Although none of these, I don't believe, are any representative lap times. The first of those we are about to see from the likes of Ben Hayes and Basso Freak. Let's watch as Basso Freak heads across the line right now. I do believe he is on a lap right now, looking like a very low 126. He is going to be setting. And a 126.0 he goes through to set, immediately pipped by Ben Hayes with a 125.9. But Jens Batesman and Jacques Olivier going through to go even quicker than those times all set before. Actually, all of those people aforementioned with quicker times. Philip Bauer now going through with a 125.5. Awesome stuff from him. Very curious as to how much better these times are all going to get. Very wide line right there from Philip, using all of the track there. In a livery, which I have not seen very much of this season. One of the ones I made, and one of the ones I'm pretty proud of, personally. Not been seen very much at all, as that right there, that line that was just taken, coming under a little bit of controversy, only coming about or being made aware of in the very, early seconds or minutes before this session started. We'll see how drivers utilize that corner. Josh Brooks, in the meantime, Icelandic. Maybe I'll see him on my way to Texas as I stop in Iceland in a few weeks' time. But round he goes around the final corner. Panel is getting its tail end happy all of the time, it seems. Jacques Olivier going through to go even quicker, setting himself to the top. Alfie Bivan improving as well, setting a 125.3. Josh Brooks going to go through, only good enough for 12th currently. But we'll follow him on this next lap. We'll go for a first-person point of view here in the panels, as Jens crashes right ahead of him, luckily not getting in the way of Josh Brooks for the time being. Philip Bauer, however, with a 124.8. Amazing stuff from him to put himself on the provisional pole for the moment. Through goes Josh Brooks through this next section, destroying that curb right there, going straight through, but losing a little bit of time on his delta. No faster than the previous lap he just set, but will he be able to pick up some time in the end? Seems like he's able to pick up a lot through that middle sector right here. Being very gentle with his car. He's almost a second quicker on this lap right now. See what that is good, if that is good enough to get him anywhere crazy. Almost 2 seconds by now. Nice and gentle into this section, eating all of the curb possible. Almost 2 seconds up on his lap. This is looking like a very good lap. El Miato with a 125.1. Awesome stuff being set from him, going just second, right behind Philip Bauer on provisional pole. And this lap from Josh Brooks looking mighty strong. Might be good enough for the top 5. We shall see. Josh Brooks goes across the line to indeed go 5th. Awesome lap from him. Awesome lap from him. Currently, though, it is Jacques Olivier fighting essentially Philip Bauer for this pole position. Stuck behind Ali Yardimcher right now is Jacques Olivier in question. Ali Yardimcher 12th currently, not able to set anything good with some PC issues, I do believe, and also massive lack of practice on the circuit. Seemingly Jack on a better lap now. Might have to back out of this with the traffic ahead of him, because Ali also probably on a fairly speedy lap at the moment. But it is very impressive. McLaren in the top 3. It's something that has not been seen much at all this season. Jacques Olivier losing some time, but gaining some back. This lap looking like it could potentially displace Bauer in pole position. Around he goes in the 3rd sector, 1/10 or so up on his best lap. All about absolutely maximizing the track here at Long Beach, it seems, with the way track limits are. This lap, however, Lil Miata in the meanwhile actually going quicker than Jacques Olivier, putting himself into P2, but Jacques Olivier snatches that right back by 9,000ths of a second. The top 5 only separated by a total of 2/10 between them. Awesome, awesome stuff here from these AF3 boys on their final outing. A field of 18, very solid to see. And yeah, awesome stuff from everyone. Seeing a really competitive qualifying session at the moment. Basso Freak in the meantime on a good lap with a 1:25.4 on the board currently, but now potentially looking to go into the sub-25s. The Wolves, I don't believe this is an old F1 track. I would have to double check if F1 ever raced here, but it is a mainstay or pretty common IMSA and American Le Mans Series track in the past, and it's always provided some awesome racing. Lil Miata clattering the walls a little bit right there, losing some time but gaining some back. Sorry, not Lil Miata, Basso Freak. About 2/10, 3/10 almost up on his lap. Will that put him better than Josh Brooks? It will indeed. Basso Freak goes into 5th place, but there is certainly more time to be gained on that lap that we're seeing. Meanwhile, Jacques Olivier and Lil Miata very close to each other. Little Philip Bauer actually on a lap, an improved lap to his previous one. Loses all that time in that last little sector there, but he's gaining some time back on this start of his straight. Is he going to be able to improve his best lap? Only by the slightest of margins, not even any improvement from Philip Bauer, but stays pole. Jacques Olivier, I do believe, on an out lap right now. Yes, absolute maximizing this run up to the line for another flying lap as 5 minutes are left on the clock. Yes, Miles, you're right. It is also currently an Indy track that is used quite frequently for some awesome races there. Championship decided there last year. But there you go. Whoa, Jacques Olivier getting all out of shape and losing heaps of time and aborting his lap eventually. Lil Miata, however, right now on an absolute flyer. He has the pace for pole position at this very moment in time. We're going to follow him now for his lap. Lil Miata with the potential to go pole, still green on his delta. Touches the wall just a tiny bit, but makes a very good exit through that corner. Still hemorrhaging just a little bit of time on this straight. Have I cursed him? I do hope not. Through he goes into this final sector here. Let's follow the car a bit more closely. Very nice tidy line there, gaining back just a little bit, sliding and switching that car through this final little section here, getting the tail end out. Very neat and tidy, picking up some time but losing it all in the very end. The pace was there for that pole position time, but not able to string it all together. Is that my car? No, I don't think so. Anyways, let's go with Philip Bauer. Is he on a lap? No, it's his out lap for now. Jacques Olivier also on an out lap with his teammate just ahead of him. Jens Beetsma on the other hand, about 7 to 8 tenths off of his teammate, and rightly so lets him through to go 4th and take his lap. Vessel Van currently on a lap. Some slight improvement in this last sector, taking it very nice and tight in this last corner, gaining heaps of time but losing a little bit. Will this be enough to bring him up the positions at all? I Do not think so. He will improve by a small margin, but just brings him closer to Kevin in P13. Basso Freak in the meantime goes through to start another lap, still in P5. Might be the chance for more. I feel this is the thing with this tight technical circuit of Long Beach. There is always some place where you could have gained more time, or little mistakes you can make throughout your lap that lose you any time you have gained. 2/10 up on his best currently is Basso Freak. Right behind the man who is actively seeking to take that position from him, only 600ths behind Josh Brooks. But we'll still focus on the Alpine of Basso Freak for the time being. Nice clean line through there, keeping his delta pretty consistent, going up slightly. Set for a 1:24.8, looking around about that sort of pace, hoping to displace that top 4 of drivers. Goes around these sets of corners, keeps that advantage. A very good lap from Basso Freak at the time being. It all comes down to this final corner as he goes through. Nice wide line, tight through here. 4-5 tenths up on his time. Could this be the time that gets him into pole position? Basso Freak coming across the line in just a moment to go into pole position. The Alpine on pole for the time being. Incredible lap from Basso Freak. 3/10 up on anyone who was set to challenge him. Can Jacques Olivier, Philippe Bauer, Lil Miata match that pace? I think we are going to be set for a very interesting race here at Long Beach. Jacques Olivier, however, certainly not done just yet. 1:30 on the clock. There should be time for this lap and one more, quite possibly. But this lap already looking a lot better from Jacques Olivier. He's going to need to pull something quite impressive out of the bag if he's to get ahead of the 2 drivers in front of him. Already actually losing just a little bit of time through that section right there. Gaining a little bit back up that section as the car just vanishes from view in front of us. We'll go on board with him for the time being with his Macca Racing endorsed black and fluoro lime gloves. Honestly, wouldn't mind having a pair of those in real life, but either way, marginally quicker than his best lap is Jacques Olivier at the moment. Could potentially be sufficient to displace Philippe Bauer, but he loses the rear end just a tiny bit, losing a little bit of time through this section. The Supra oversteer as always in its best form of setup. Nice and tight through here, is going to gain any time. Gains a tiny bit, but loses it once again. He will have time, however, for one more lap, will Jacques Olivier. This lap not going to be of any improvement. Still, almost 4/10 displacing him and Basso Freak for pole position. All the other pole sitters seemingly in the pits, content with their laps, not going to go up for any more. Basso Freak still out on circuit, but he doesn't need to worry. He's got his pole position. Philippe Bauer also on a lap, trying to see if he can make his position any more untenable for the Frenchman behind him. Jacques Olivier in the meantime on that lap still. Nice tight hit, just almost clipping the wall, but not quite. Close as can be. Pushing this Supra to the absolute limit here. Through he goes into this next section, so close to that inner barrier. Seemingly losing little bits of time here and there, not really able to make any inroads. Let's check on Jens behind him, about 2/10 up on his lap. Could it be that Jens maybe asks Jack to yield in order to give him a better lap? I do not believe maybe the pace difference is that sufficient to warrant that, but Jacques Olivier still going through, still pushing hard to see if anything at all can be gained from this lap. Why not? Why not push if you've got one final chance? Gains a couple tenths there, hooks the car into this final section, gains about a tenth or two. Not bad on this final section, gains about 2/10 coming out the corner. Could he be about to displace Philippe Bauer? He is going to. Jacques Olivier puts himself into P2 as Jens, I do believe, improves by 3/10 to put himself into P8 position. Awesome stuff from those two, both teammates improving in that instant right there. Awesome stuff from them, and in a very interesting qualifying session, may I dare to say, for once. There we go, boys. That is qualifying over, and we have ourselves a new face on the pole position spot of the grid. That being Basso Freak, or just Basso, I think we can call him. But let's take you through the grid for the final outing here with these AF3 cars, these GT4s that have taken us through this entire season. So, lining up on pole position is Basso. Second place is Jack Olivier. Third, Philip Bauer. Very, very good performance from him. Lil Miata, fourth. Alfie Bivan, fifth. Josh Brooks, sixth. Togo Turbo, seventh. Jens Bateman, eighth. Antonio Rodolea, ninth. Ben Hayes, P10. Juan Manuel Gutierrez, P11. Someone, P12. Kevin, P12. Bjorn Brilliant, P13. Vessel Garden, P14. Mario Weigel, P15. Denny, 2005, P16. G750, P17. And me in 18th, of course, in the pits. Alrighty. It's going to be a tricky one seeing which camera angles are going to get us the best view of the start, but I guess we'll just have to go with F3 for now. 20 seconds till the start of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope for a damn good one. What the... What on earth have I just witnessed going on? Okay, we're racing now, I guess. Okay, Basso Freak still holding off Jack Olivier in P1. Jack Olivier being pressured by Lil Miata. In the meantime, Lil Miata holds to third, but being squeezed a little bit by Philip Bauer. Other two of them going to go through it. Denny crashing, Jack Olivier crashing. The whole field are absolutely piling up in this mountain section. Bessel for Howden flies through. Oh my Lord Jesus. Holy Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, what have we just witnessed? Someone please clip that. Someone please clip the... Oh my God. Oh my Jesus, that roundabout has taken lives. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be interesting. Let's make this all a little bit bigger, I guess, so you guys can see it a little better. There you go. Nice big graphics for you guys. Should I get a tad bit smaller? Let's get the... Let's get that out of here. But here we go again with a restart, seemingly. Let's hope we can get going properly this time. 6 lights. And away we go here at Long Beach. Philip Bauer getting a very, very poor start, falling all the way back down the field. Jack Olivier following closely behind Basso Freak here. Philip Bauer and Lil Miata making up the positions after that. Togo Potobo and hit this lot right here, all going 3 wide into this first corner. The whole GT4 field thundering down. Alfie Bivan has taken out drivers, it seems. Jack Olivier being crashed out massively. Holy shit. That is chaos if I've ever seen it. Bjarne Prien jumping the roundabout. Denny flying around. Holy shit. I don't really know what to say anymore. Is this race just gonna happen? Did Bauer rage quit? I mean, if I were him, I wouldn't be right. Oh God. So I really want to watch this Twitch clip back. Lil Miata holds to third, but being squeezed a little bit by Philip Bauer. Other two of them going to go through it. Denny crashing, Jack Olivier crashing. The whole field are absolutely piling up Okay, let's get back to the race, actually. For the time, actually, no, never mind. We've still got 50 seconds. In this mountain section, Bessel for Howden flies. Oh, God, that is fucking quality. What we've just seen. This is just... Philip Barrow is currently in the pit, so is Juan. So am I. Are they just not... I just don't know. Are people quitting from this? I really do not know. Are people gonna want to do this? It's chaos, it seems. They just can't get through that first corner. It's just not happening. But let's have our fingers crossed for the third race, the third restart here at Long Beach. And away we fucking go. Basso Freak covers off Jack Olivier as they thunder down to the first corner. The Supra gonna look feisty though, gonna want to see if he can get ahead nice and early in this race. Not able to make any moves into the first corner. Lil Miata gonna play it safe as well behind Jack Olivier, following them all through this little section. It's all seeming a lot cleaner this time. We'll follow Basso Freak. Look to Lil Miata. It was going so well. What the fuck? Ah, God. You love to see it. You love to see it. What the... Well, I think we're going to do it this time. This is the fourth restart, if you're just joining us right now. I wish I knew what was going on. Yeah, fourth restart now in this race. I really, really, really sincerely hope we can get going. This will be... The Basso Freak's going to have to pray he makes his fourth excellent start of the day. Well, not really much I can say at the moment until apart from let's get this bloody race underway, man. 12 seconds remaining, 10 as of now. And our first of the 6 red lights go red. They fill out the lights. And away we go. Basso Freak with another good start. A little bit of wheel spin this time. Jack Olivier maybe slightly closer to him on this occasion, right behind the German. As again, the whole field makes their way down to T1. I'm sure they're all very, very well rehearsed by this point. Through they go. Basso Freak leads the field. Rest of the whole field making it through quite nicely. It seems no collisions of any sort just yet. Jack Olivier, Lil Miata, Alfie Biven and Philip Bauer all going through nice and cleanly. Everyone through perfectly fine. Fourth time's the charm, everybody. And there you bloody go. That's how you do it. Basso Freak still leads this race. Jack Olivier pressuring him to no end. Let's get a better look at these lads. Side by side, the two front runners go in this race. Basso Freak coming back, bumping wheels with Jack Olivier here. The track angles on this track are absolute shite. Jack Olivier going to try to send it around the outside. Side by side they go into this next corner. Jack Olivier looks to have the move made, and that is the lead in the hands of the Frenchman. Basso Freak not going to give this up though. Lil Miata also looking ready, feisty to make a move. Is anything going to happen into this next corner? Lil Miata goes for it on Jack Olivier. Oh, there's a crash further behind. Alfie Biven slides around. Philip Bauer involved in this incident. 2-3 cars involved. Is that going to be a safety car? I do not believe I saw 4. But through they all go. Lil Miata now second. Little tab there from Lil Miata onto Jack, I do believe, putting his nose in there a little bit too deep. Through they all go, chaos occurring in the background as they all just about make it through this first chaotic lap here at Long Beach. Lil Miata goes to the outside on Jack Olivier. He now has the inside on this corner. Jack gonna see if he can do anything from the outside. Basso Freak looking for a move. Jack and Lil Miata coming to grief. Contact being made between them. Josh Brooks going through. Jack Olivier down into third now. Jack sends it over the fountain. That is a uncharacteristic mistake right there from Jack Olivier. Maybe a bit rattled from that first corner collision there with Lil Miata just looked like simple contact between the two of them. We'll have to see that after the race. But Josh Brooks now has moved his way up, moved his way up into P2 position, right behind Lil Miata. Neither of our two pole sitters are now even in the podium spots. Now that is what I call a crazy race here at Long Beach so far. Basso Freak in 4th for the time being, trying to make his way back up, trying to make inroads on the guys ahead of him. Nice chain of cars going right here. Basso Freak on the tail end of Philip Bauer. Philip Bauer making excellent start and a very clean getaway to now be in the podium position. Alfie Biven having a much worse time of it, getting involved in that collision earlier. And Jack Olivier down in P10, making moves around the field as Ali Yardimshire bins it on that corner. Jack up into P9. Antonio Radulea in the meantime with Basso Freak. Collision there between the lot of them. Do not know what's happened there, but it seems that last corner is really close. Drove a lot of people. That is a McLaren getting its tail end very, very wild. In the background, that is 2 cars being sent around. Mario Weigel and Denny having their incidents further back in the field. But this front group spreading out just a tiny bit. Jens Batesman at P5, followed by Basso Freak and Togo Patobo. Togo Patobo looking to make a move on Basso Freak, I believe. The two of them side by side, battling quite hard. Who's going to take it into this fountain section? Basso Freak yields to Togo Patobo, and he goes up into 6th place. Awesome, awesome. Very courteous racing from the lot of them all right here. Alfie Bivan, in the meanwhile, on the hot on the heels of Ben Hayes ahead of him in the panels. Sailing around they go around these tight streets of Miami. Jens Bitsma very, very close to the back of Antonio Rodolea. Now takes the outside into this corner. Going to give him a better exit for the straight. Side by side they now go, absolutely neck and neck into this next corner right here. We'll go with that. We'll go with Rodolea for the time being on his outside. Actually, that's not going to show us much of the action, is it? This might show us a little bit more. We'll just go with F3 again. Sorry, guys, we're trying camera angles. This ain't working. Antonio to the outside right now. Goes to the switchback actually on Jens. Gonna be right behind him in that slipstream. Where is Jack Olivier in the meantime? Jack Olivier in P8 for the time being, stuck behind a little group of quite speedy drivers ahead of him. But Antonio Rodolea looking to take a chance here at the first corner. Goes to the inside on Jens Betsma. Has the inside, has the corner. Jens around the outside, though. Side by side they go into this next corner. We have 2x2 going here. Basso Freak getting seemingly punted there, or having someone hit him and losing the position to Togo Batobo. Yet another position lost, and the two pole sitters are with each other once again. Reunited are Jack Olivier and Basso. Through they all go, bumping and barging over these curbs, around these corners, through these streets. Antonio still follows as Jack tries to move around the outside on Togo Batobo. This will give him the inside for the next corner. He pushes just ahead, and it seems that move has been made. Awesome, awesome stuff around the outside from Olivier. And now back with Basso Freak is Jack. Going to be follow him into the next corner is Olivier. Hungry Supra in the rearview mirrors. Ooh, not expecting the early braking. Having to take some slight evasive action. It seems Jens has gone off up ahead. Chaos here as a massive cars now descend upon this final section of the track. Basso right behind Jack Olivier into his final corner. All the cars checking up. Togo getting squeezed there by Basso Freak and essentially giving the position to himself in that way. Togo Batobo is still 6th. Basso Freak still 7th. And that is Jens essentially swapping positions with Jack Olivier on the grid. On the track, sorry, with an 8th, switching around, side by side they go. Almost 3 wide, are we going to make it 3 wide here? Togo Batobo to the outside, Jens to the inside, Basso Freak on the middle, Jens down the inside of both of them into P6. Incredible move from Jens Bates, but that has to be one of the ones of the season. Little punt in the rear there from Basso Freak as they all make their way through the fountain section. A massive cars all gathering behind the lot of them. Alfie Bivan in there with Juan Manuel Gutierrez and Ben Hayes all involved. Around these tight streets they keep going. Awesome, awesome racing from the lot of them right here. But Basso Freak seemingly not done with Jens, sees an opportunity and sends it. Awesome move from Basso right there. Seemingly did not think it was going to work, but Jens holds the inside once again. Basso haven't been shown the outside line, but as we've seen before, that might be the better exit for the corner. Togo now being given the chance and already side by side with Basso into this next section. Alfie Bivan now getting involved from P9. Hopefully they can all make it through here safely. Basso going for the wide line as Jens and Togwa both collide and both go straight on at the corner. What on earth happened there? Jens rejoining the track, but down in P11. My goodness, that would have been a monster crash in real life, but the two Supras came together right ahead. Basso Freak moves back up into 6th, but Jack has been given some breathing room and now is able to get to work on these next lot of drivers ahead of him. Antonio Radalea, another Supra ahead for the time being. Will be maybe a challenge, maybe not, we'll see. But overtaking here certainly requires some conviction and some expertise. That is one thing that is for sure. But Lil Miata up ahead in the meantime, moving away from P2, moving away from Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks in a very comfortable position right now, settled into P2, driving strong, keeping it consistent. And for the time being, though, staying ahead of Philip Bauer, but Philip Bauer looking mighty quick, and we're going to watch that gap. I'm going to keep my eye on that gap in the meantime, see how that goes. Jack Olivier in the meanwhile, as my eyes have been away from him, has made further inroads on... Oh, that was... Whoa, very, very, very tenuous move there. Jack Olivier actually giving that position up to Antonio. Antonio giving a little flash of the lights, probably saying, no worries, mate. And they keep to battle another day. Seemingly a very, very honest mistake there, but through they both go in the same order as they were before. Jack still chasing down Antonio. Hands shaken and continuing as usual. Ben Hayes up into P9 for the time being. Ali going off at the same corner again. I don't think I haven't seen a lap where he hasn't gone off there. But Alfie Bevan in P7 now. Ben Hayes and Juan battling hard for that P8 spot. Jens trying to make his way back up the field after his collision. Juan slotting in behind Ben Hayes for the time being, trying to use that massive hole of air that huge Panos is punching. Yeah, they both are. Here's Juan going to try and move into this next corner. Looks to that inside, Ben's going to give him the room, and Juan is able to make the move seemingly stick, but Ben still has the outside. Who's going to be more assertive into this corner? Ben just able to get the nose of the car in there and is able to muscle out Juan to keep that P8 spot. Awesome stuff. That's going to give Jens the upper hand for that P9 spot. Look, took a tap of the wall there, but this group of 3 is providing some awesome battling for the time being. Jens now having probably the run on Juan into this next corner. Going to let the two of them battle up ahead. Juan round the outside on Ben, going very, very deep. Are the two of them going to essentially let Jens through into this next corner? 3 wide they're going into this next right-hander. Juan taking deep inside line, Ben going very conservative on the outside. Almost 3 wide they're going to be here. Ben still in 8th, but Jens pressuring Juan for that P9 spot still. Side by side they go. Ali's going to be given the chance here for more positions. Jens looks to the inside, not able to make anything work for the time being. Slots in just behind Juan. Juan getting his tail end a little bit happy right there. Through they all go. Nice little convoy. Oh, that is brutal from Juan. Absolutely punting Ben Hayes in the rear. Really not a good maneuver from Juan right there. Absolutely demolishing the Panos driver. That will definitely, hopefully, have a report made for it. But Antonio, in the meanwhile, going way too deep into T1, clattering the wall, losing 2 positions, essentially gifting Basso Freak a position. Lil Miata in the pits? Lil Miata in the pits, though? Why is he pitted? What am I watching? What has happened? Lil Miata is pitting. Josh Brooks now leads the race. Lil Miata has fallen down to... He's going to come out in last place. I do not know what has just happened. We have ourselves a safety car. A safety car, ladies and gentlemen. That I am now realizing. Josh Brooks in the lead now. Philip Bauer and Jack Olivier up into P3 at the moment. Josh Brooks is going to have to hold on to this tooth and nail if he wants this win. But my goodness, I do not know why Lil Miata did that. We do not know why Josh is Icelandic, by the way. That is an unconfirmed... there's an unconfirmed cause of that. I just simply believe CM decided to make him cold for a day. I think Sealand froze over, as I joked earlier. But he's from Iceland now. So we may be going for a restart here. Probably not, as the whole field has not yet caught up to the back of the pack. And slowly they all trundle across the line on this next lap as time continues to tick down. It may very well be that Josh Brooks only has to hold on for another lap or so in this precarious position. Could this be his one and only win of the season? Or have I just cursed him? That answer is a yes, but the whole field all weaving and moving around behind as we go for another safety car lap. This fountain been causing a world of pain for our drivers here today as we watch them all go through one by one. The flowers all moving and everything, how beautiful. We'll follow Josh from this POV for the time being as they go around for one more lap before I do hope we get the racing underway once again. Here we go. This has been an absolutely crazy race as they go for the restart again. For a restart, sorry. Josh Brooks leading away the field. Everyone going absolutely crazy behind Antonio with an absolute awful maneuver, a horrible maneuver, a dive bomb of the century on to Philip Bauer, absolutely taking him out. That's giving Josh much more pressure than he could have bargained for. Jack Olivier already up into second, essentially being gifted that position due to that collision right there. That is absolutely horrific from Radulea. Some +5s going to be flailing in the steward stream tomorrow, I can tell you that much. Basso Freak in the meanwhile with his good old friend Jack Olivier. Side by side they now go into T1. Basso Freak a little bit later on the brakes has the inside, but Jack can still take the outside line, holding up Alfie Bivan behind him. Alfie Bivan making it back up into P4. Awesome stuff. That might be higher than where he started. Very great recovery from an initial incident there for the British driver. Awesome, awesome stuff. Seeing that McLaren that high up is really great. Josh Brooks is just really trying to hold on to this at the moment. Massive, massive group of cars all filing in behind. Jack looks to the outside. Let's follow Josh here for the moment. Jack looks to the inside. Josh holds it around the outside. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. He's just going to be praying that he's holding off from Basso Freak at the moment. Jack might just sail around the outside and take this lead right here. Jack takes it now. Oh god, with the higher speed as well, it seems that the lead is now out of their hands. Josh and Basso trying to follow as they have a massive pack of cars all behind. Oh, there's going to be a collision there. There is going to be some chaos. Someone's going to crash. No, they do not. Everyone manages to make it through completely okay. But as Josh and Basso squabble, everyone gets closer and Jack gets further. So many cars all being turned around in this tiny, tiny space right there. God, this is chaos. 2 laps to go, everyone. After this lap, it'll be 1, but Josh falling back to P3. This has not gone the way he wanted. Jack now with the lead. How has this happened? From going all the way back to the safety car restart, this has all just come to a head. Josh Brooks and Jens, oh, taking out Basso Freak. The two of them go through major collisions for all these drivers. There are so many people in such a tight space. This can't end well. This cannot end well. So many cars in a tight spot. This is why you don't restart so close to the end of the race. Josh is getting bullied down the field. Side by side they go. He's found his teammate once again. This is absolute chaos. Josh Brooks has been absolutely shafted in every single possible way here. Where's Miata and all this? Miata's in 9th. Basso, Juan and Jens now all fighting for this P2 spot. What on earth has gone on? Jack has developed a 5.6 second gap because of all this battling. Is Jens going to be trying to make it a 1-2 finish? He still has potentially that chance right now as the rest of the field all keep on going. Basso Freak pulling out ahead a little bit, but Juan, a vulnerable Alpine in the headlights of Jens. Jens around the outside. Awesome maneuver there, makes it stick. Gives him the inside for the next corner. That is the move said and done on Juan. as Jack Olivier. Let's just watch them from this POV. So many cars in this last little section. Who's going to come across the line in second? It's going to be Basso freaking second. Jens Batesman manages to make it third. Philip Bauer, Juan, Ben Hayes and Josh Brooks all finally across the line after that. Lil Miata in sympathy, managing a P8 after falling all the way to the back. Holy crap, that is a cursed race. Not all the cars, not all the cars over, and not all the demise for one day. Alfie Bevan was in P4 for a minute. Time feels like a faraway place, but through he goes to finish 18th. Holy crap! Has that been a race of trials and tribulations? My goodness me! I don't even know what to say about that. That was insane. Oh my god, I seriously just I don't know what to say right now. That has been an absolutely crazy race. Oh my goodness. Come on, Ben, go into the fountain, do it. Oh, you listen to me. And that's just race one, guys. It really feels like it's been longer. It feels like we've had two races. I feel like I've already commentated 2 more races. Holy crap, man. Jesus Christ. Let's take you through the grid for the second race here. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say anymore. That was just baffling. Togo Turbo lines up P1, followed by Vessel Garden in P2. Antonio Road layout, a war criminal in P3. Mario Weigel 4th, Kevin 5th, Bjarne Prien 6th, Ali Yardimshire 7th, Josh Brooks, no, Lil Miata 8th, Josh Brooks 9th, Ben Hayes 10th, Juan Manuel Gutierrez P11, Philip Bauer P12, Jens Batesman P13, Basso Freak P14, Jack Olivier 15th, G750 16th, Denny 2005 in 17th, and Alfie Bevan rounding out the grid in 18th place. Let's hope Mythic reminds himself to get off the line in time for the race start. I'm going to open my damn window because it's very hot in here. Oh, it is actually already open. But here we go, 6 lights, all red, and out they go. Togo Turbo leads the field away as an absolute swarm of GT4s all make their way down to this absolutely bloody cursed T1 we have here. Through they all go, Togo Turbo holding off Vessel. Vessel going for a little bit of a switchback here. Are they all going to make it through safely? It seems they're all getting through. Togo Turbo in first here. Bjarne Prien going very deep there, but all seemingly making it through just about okay. Juan getting turned around by the massive loss of drivers behind Jack and Jens pushing and barging their way through this pack. Ben gonna spin out in the panos. That is the first collision of the race, first accident, or in real life that'd be a DNF. But either way, Togo Botobo leading this field still. We're going to see some mad action here in the mid-pack especially. We have going at it Josh Brooks, Kevin, Philip Miata almost 4 wide into a corner here. This is just insane. The width of this track really lends itself to all kinds of madness. Josh Brooks already falling back through the pack, however. All of them thundering down. Josh Brooks with the inside for this next corner. Hopefully he's not going to kill anyone. Maybe he'll kill Basso. No, he will not. They all make it through safely through this section. Jack and Jens together, they are battling. They sort of the server fucks up for a second. That is Jack Olivier facing backwards. That is Mario Weigel facing backwards as well. Do we have a safety car? We do not have a safety car. We are still racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Olivier has been turned around, sent down to 15th. Little while off the rest of the pack at this point. Here we all go, guys. Vessel and Radulea battling side by side now for that P2 spot. Vessel on the inside, but Antonio takes it round the outside. Vessel getting a little bit tail happy on the exit. Ali, in the meantime, has snuck his way up into 4th position. Lil Miata as well up into 5th, as the field has somewhat stabilized here at Long Beach in race 2. Through they all go. Vessel not happy with P3 for now. Ali sliding his way around that corner once again. It seems it's just that oversteer that's really been messing him up there. Josh Brooks and Juan battling fiercely further behind. Round they go, very, very wide there. Around the last corner they go. Juan maybe having the better exit, but no, Josh's panel's power will take him to new heights. He stays ahead of Juan in P10. Vessel falling back a little bit. Lil Miata side by side with Ali. They are switching positions. Oh, contact down there into T1. With Lil Miata, however, making the move stick. Debatable as to whether that move was gained cleanly or not. But the fact of the matter is Lil Miata's made his way up to 4th on a bit of a charge at the moment. Probably, I would say, the man in the top 4 currently who has the most potential to take that win. He goes after now Vessel Verhouden for that 3rd spot. Alpine's looking very, very, very feisty today. Rodolea as well, making his way away from Verhouden behind him and trying to close up a bit to Togwa, who's currently maintaining quite a consistent gap out there in front. Lil Miata absolutely sends it through there. Not a well calculated move, and he's letting the whole world through and actually gets taken out as a indirect result of that collision. Philip Bauer and Ali Adam should both go through on this slot. Vessel Verhouden unfortunately getting involved in that way, trying to make a safe rejoin. Gonna be difficult here, but makes his way back onto track. So unfortunate for him. Finds his teammate. Oh, and we have a safety car. We have a safety car now. But there you go, guys. That has, again, been pretty fucking crazy here. Ali absolutely sliding away in his Supra, holding a very lovely P3 after what I quote, after having, quote, only one lap of practice on this circuit. End quote. So that is a pretty damn good result. There's been a lot of torpedoing, a lot of people making their way into corners, and then at the point of braking in these corners, thinking, I'll just leave it for a bit, I'll brake later, and proceeding to send it into oblivion. But I do believe now we're going to be able to get underway, and as I say that, Togo Turbo's engine hits those rev limits and takes us away for in this race once again. Struggling for the words at the moment. I am absolutely dead from all this commentary. As the field all making their way, I say hesitantly, safely through this corner. Jack Olivier getting involved in yet another unfortunate incident here. 13th, oh, that is Ben Hayes getting absolutely bullied by an Alpine there. Holy crap, that did not look pleasant. Togo sailing away, but Ali Adamcha and Lil Miata and Antonio Radler all battling. I think they're going to make it 3 wide into this first corner. Not quite. Lil Miata plays it safe, holds back just a tad, lets the Supras battle it out. Lil Miata going to try get an advantage on Radler. Oh, that looked like fucking snooker right there. Got absolutely punted into the back. Full kinetic energy being exemplified. There is someone in the background going off. Holy Christ. Grand Prix has gone into the fountain. We lost one to the fountain. I think about 3 drivers were all lost to the fountain in that moment. That is so majestic. The cars are in safety car conditions right now, but we're just going to keep watching. Look at him go. Just look at him. And he's gone. He's just chilling. Like, that is, that's the essence of sailing. Like, my man's trying to catch some fish. What can I say? Man's gonna bring home the whole sea bass, So phraseful. So phraseful. Yeah, Vivo. It's very phraseful. I'm gonna say that whenever I see you driving from now on. Vivo, you're a very phraseful driver. Sorry, chat's not even up on the screen. I'm so sorry. But no. Vivo likes to say phraseful. 10 viewers, are you fucking serious? This has been some awesome racing right here. Anyways, in the meantime, well, actually pretty demisey, but pretty good race battling as well. Togo Turbo here to command the restart. And off he goes, getting the jump on Radler, and Ali getting the jump on Radler as well. Side by side, the 2 Supras are now. Lil Miata in 4th behind them. Going to try penetrate this shield they've developed. Ali now comfortably ahead. Oh, we're going to see another horrendous dive bomb from Radler. Thinking about it, but not going to actually happen in the end. We're going to follow this leader right here as Ali slides his way through into the section here. All the rest of the cars making it through nice and cleanly. That's how you do it. That's how you maneuver your way around the fountain, ladies and gentlemen. It is not that difficult. Just so happens that sometimes you guys all just demise. 5 minutes left of this race, and the battling could not be closer. Togo side by side with Radler into the next corner. Radler going quite deep. The understeer carrying him out to the side, and now coming under immense pressure from both. The Togo coming under immense pressure from both Radler and Miata. Something weird just happened with the camera, but I'm not going to question it. Side by side, Radler and Miata go now. Ali Adamcha losing that podium position, now languishing in 4th, trying to make the best of the battling up ahead. Side by side, Radler and Miata go into the next corner. Lil Miata now given the inside for this next corner. Togo being able to give him a little bit of breathing room. Hopefully he's not going to get taken out by a torpedoing car into this next corner. Lil Miata being muscled out wide by Radler into that final hairpin of the circuit. Denny, Juan, so many other people all in intense battle behind. Josh following behind Jens Batesman quite closely as Jack Olivier also follows this whole convoy up ahead. Miata, however, making the move seemingly side by side actually with Antonio, has the inside in this case. Ali comes through, just tips Radler off his grip, off his balance for a second, and it gives Miata actually that little breathing room he needs just to be able to make that move assertively. Miata up into second place, going to chase down Togo Patobo, has the pace for the win. We've seen him in quali, we've seen him up there. Togo, a speedy driver, but does he have what it takes to hold off this fierce AF4 field in the final stages? Ali Adamcha essentially taking him out of fourth position very kindly and handing it on a nice dinner plate to Philip Bauer. Philip Bauer going up into fourth place. Still very, very good racing from him. Good performance throughout the whole race. Jack Olivier and Jens now both successfully past Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks not able to do much about that, but the two teammates, side by side, they both go. The Blockade brothers into this next section in the last sector, giving each other the room they need. Jens taking it around the outside, but getting cut off by Jack in that instance. Jens going to follow Jack nice and cleanly through this section. Gets a little bit of a switch, but gets the tail end a bit tail happy. Josh Brooks very, very close behind. Might be looking to get closer, but doesn't seem to be able to. Seems he's actually lost a bit of time. Must have missed it for a second there, but he definitely is not going as fast as he could be onto the start-finish straight at the top 5 or so. Oh my goodness, Juan actually getting squeezed out very, very wide by Josh Brooks there for a second. Juan pressuring him into this first corner. Josh going to let him take that inside line, but is going to make the switchback, has the inside for the next section. Juan's going to assertively keep his line. Josh Brooks going to keep going side by side through the whole fountain section. Awesome battling here. Josh around the outside still. Is he going to be able to keep the position this time? Yes, he does. Awesome, awesome maneuvering from those two drivers. That was proper racing there. Side by side they go. And Josh Brooks maintains P8 position, and Ben Hayes has come in from behind to give and offer some backup. Meanwhile, battle for the lead that I've been missing. Lil Miata and Togba going through that corner together, so close to one another. Lil Miata going to follow him all the way down this next straight into the fast right-hander. To the outside he goes. Is he going to try and make it stick? Oh, I got to watch this if he makes it stick. Oh, is he going to keep it? Yes, he makes it, and he holds the inside for the next corner. Amazing outside move from Lil Miata. This is redemption for race 1. Miata now controls the field, controls the race. Everyone's scrambling behind him, but now he pulls away. Almost a 1 second gap as he goes out onto the main straight. Lil Miata on the top right now. Hopefully that remains. Antonio and Toga now going to be in battle. And Miata will be hoping that battle continues for as long as it possibly can. Nadalea already looking to the inside on the, I believe, Portuguese driver ahead of him. Philip Bauer looking quite hungry there. Right behind the lot of these drivers, hoping potentially to get up into those podium positions. Let's hope he can make that work. Jack Olivier in 5th, however, not far behind this whole group, but with 1 minute left, is there really the possibility that any indents could be made in that top group? Soon these two are going to meet the fighting lot up ahead of them, are going to join the fray, hoping to make their way through it. Basso Freak in the meantime, way back in the field, battling with Vesselgaarden and Ben Hayes, all battling for P9, I do believe. Ben with the inside, 3 wide, they all go into this next corner. Basso gonna hold it back just a little bit, and Ben takes the inside to take that P9 spot. Vessel now on the back foot. Basso, side by side, they go into down this next straight, sponsored kindly by an inferior game that you'd play on a console or some shit. Oh, a lot of these guys, absolute gaggle of cars going down to T1. A nice procession, actually, would be better to say. A whole swath of Supras barrel their way down to T1 here at Long Beach. Philip Bauer now ahead of Radulea and under immense pressure still from the Romanian. Jack Olivier going to look to take advantage of this whole situation. Philip Bauer goes very deep and almost collides with the wall. Jack Olivier now getting past, taking the advantage. A little bit of a punt there from Philip as they try to negotiate this tight section. Philip touching the wall just once again, giving Jens all of the opportunity he needs. Is Jens going to make a move? No, he's not. He's going to let that super ahead of him take his chances, but now he's going to be right behind him. Ali also going to have a word to say about it. Radulea and Toga all battling up ahead. This is going to give Jack exactly what he wants. He wants these guys to battle. He wants them all to fall by the wayside as he makes his way up the field. awesome, amazing racing from Jack Olivier, still coming from about 14th, 15th after multiple collisions. Still, as always, up in P2 in the podium spots with a chance for a victory, not off the cards. But Radulea still holding on to that second place spot for the time being. Toga now behind as Jack splits the old top 3 group. Around the go negotiating the last corner. Jack Olivier getting a little bit wide. Jens spinning. And Ali colliding into him. And Josh Brooks as well feeling the impact, the results of that. Wonder if he got helped. We will see. But Lil Miata out here with a 1:24.3. A properly insane lap. As Togo Batobo side by side with Philip Bauer actually into the first corner. Philip Bauer has the inside. But is that going to remain? Yes, it is. His line is supreme in this instance. And he very confidently takes his car up into 4th place, right behind Jack Olivier in 3rd still at the moment. We are on the final lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Olivier within 7/10 of Radulea, going to be hoping for a mistake. But for now, it is looking like... For now, it's actually looking like Lil Miata is going to be holding on for this win right here. Here at Long Beach. Let's go back to the message. Josh Brooks and Archer side by side together, actually one after the other, as Ali pulls ahead of Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks is 7th place. They both left Jens behind after his incident costing them both time. Through they all go, or those two go. Jack Olivier only 5/10 behind Radulea. Wonder if there's still the chance for a late move. Does not seem like there will be. It's just going to be a run down to the final finish line. Jack Olivier right on the tail of Radulea, but it is going to be Lil Miata to take home P1 and victory here at Long Beach. An insane, insane race for a lot of these drivers. Antonio taking home a P2 finish. Debatable as to whether that will stay. Some interesting driving throughout. But Jack Olivier with a P3 after an amazing recovery. It had to be. It took 2 incidents to get him to the back of the field again after starting P15, and ultimately, as his usual racing prowess shows, he was able to make his way back and finish in these high positions. This little gathering of drivers here at T1. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. G750 coming across the line to be our last classified driver. Bjarne Prian went fishing and left the server. I do not know why this car has this. I really don't know why. Very odd. It just has been splattered with some shit. Yeah, Vessels as well. Not Basso Freaks because I can't see him. Lomiatas as well, they sent them some weird thing. There you go. That's farewell to all these wonderful GT4s that have taken us through this quite awesome season of AF3, in my opinion.
These nuts.
These nuts, got them.
I have indeed got them in my pants.
Fucking hell, bro. Alright, we're gonna go to interviews. Let's hope yeah, AF3 transition, it worked. Alright, cool.
I was P3.
Did you finish? Did you actually finish in P? No, you were P3.
No, I was like P6, P7, something like that.
Yeah, you got.
I had well, I had quite a multitude of problems. The main one being severe screen freezes.
Mm. You just kept sliding off at like one corner.
The last corner in particular is the worst with that. Kept getting screen freezes there. And also the other one being Juan punting me because of his internet.
Wonderful. Anyways, I'm gonna get our race winner from race 2 in here.
By the way,
what?
We had like 2 practice starts. Those were while we were waiting for Mythic to join the server.
Oh my god.
It was good in the end.
And then they ended up
much cleaner.
But there were 3 starts before the actual start, mate.
Oh, 3.
There were 3.
I
There was
remember 2
no.
because I wasn't in one of them.
Yes,
I was trying
yes.
to rejoin
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, exactly. There were 3 and then the real start. It was fucking annoying, man. I was like, 4th start. Wow, am I gonna be bothered with this? But no. It got underway and it was all good in the end. But I'm gonna get Miata in here because that was an
Yeah.
awesome victory from him.
He did a Pingu first.
Hello, Miata.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow?
You there,
Yeah.
Miata?
Yes.
Yes, hello. Well done. Well done on the win. That was an awesome race victory there.
Thank you.
Seriously, congrats on that one. How was that whole race? It looked like absolute goddamn chaos the whole time. Talk me through
It was a chaos. It was a chaos, but suddenly I was P1, so I used my pace, which was great
all
today.
Is well. All is well.
Your pace was quite amazing. You settled 24.3 later in the race.
2 times fastest lap.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, that's insane. I watched that with awe on that damn
I'm
screen.
very angry with me with the first race though.
Yeah,
I did a Pingu
really unfortunate.
again.
Did you
because I
actually
did
do a
once.
Pingu? Did you actually TP?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
I did the same thing on Autopolis,
Yes.
but I wasn't winning back in the day. So
So it wasn't as big of a deal, but damn, you need to change that button, bro. You got to change that button.
yes.
Bro.
Careful, because you will. It's a curse. You do that, and then you suddenly feel like you want to criticize all of our stewarding and leave the server. It's a very dangerous business, my good friend.
Very dangerous. I
Yeah.
agree.
But
Yeah.
very happy with that. Awesome pace. Consistency was there, and you came out with the top result. Some horrific dive bombs were flying around. I'm glad you didn't get caught up in any of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Especially the last corner, 4 whites and 3 whites.
Yeah,
we did
it-
3 wide there. We literally did 3 wide
It
in
was
the final fucking
so
corner.
dumb. It was so dumb. I watched that every time. I was like, something bad's gonna happen. You guys just aren't gonna make it,
It
are
was
you?
fine. It was just fine.
It was okay. A lot of screen freezes though for everyone, I guess.
Yeah, it was,
Mine was
also-
fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Especially
Oh my
last corner, I
goodness.
kept getting freezes. I actually got a freeze so bad that I lost 2 positions just from like not being able to go straight because I can't see where I'm going.
I noticed a couple times. Yeah, you just lost a lot. Yeah, but
Yeah, I wasn't quite happy with my quality. I was a lot faster on practice, but yeah, good pace at the race. So
you did real fucking good, dude. Real fucking good. But all right, I'll get Jack in here. I'll race. Did he win race 1? He did, didn't he?
he did.
He did.
Okay, my mind's just messed up. I'll get him in here and see what he has to say. Hello, Jack. Hello.
Oh, hello.
A very up and down races for you. I mean, neither of them without their fair share of incidents. I mean, and congrats on race 1. But I guess I don't know how were both of them. You just seemed race 2 you just couldn't keep out of trouble, but you still made it into P3, and race 1 seemed like quite a hard fought victory.
Well, yeah, both races were a bit of a mess, let's say.
Bit of a mess.
So I got taken out in both races, I think. Once because of a server issue. Then another time because of people dying in the fountain.
Yeah.
Then I don't really remember, to be honest, but it was fun. Like, mess happened a bit. There was a bit of carnage, but in the end it was fun. Like, too many people were dive bombing everywhere and
Yeah.
rushing people out, but other than that, I had fun, yeah.
Yeah, man. It did look like at times there were some awesome battles, some really good maneuvers from a lot of people, you included for sure. But there was no shortage of actually horrific moves. I think I called someone a war criminal on the race 2 start because of what they did on the race 1. But there was some properly Geneva Convention breaking maneuvers that were going on that race.
Russia.
At some point, Antonio completely obliterated
Yes.
Philip in front of me.
I think that's the one I was thinking of because that was that's just
He basically did a similar thing to the Mosport thing on Vivos.
yeah, it really was that. I'm gonna get Josh in there because I feel bad for him. He was leading the race, and everything just went to pot as usual. But I'll get Josh in here and see what he has to say about his race. Josh, hello.
Hello.
It seemed like I mean, well done on wherever you finished because I don't actually know where you finished in the end. It didn't seem
2 lots of 7ths, I think.
Yeah, you were leading for a bit. Talk us through race 2.
Hi, Miata. You know all about that.
Yeah. Hello, Josh.
Start of race 1 was quite easy for me because everyone crashed in front of me apart from Miata.
Mm.
I went into that with a real air of caution because I didn't trust my brakes at all, and it just caused I
Did you
was
just
braking
go
nice and
team
early,
mode?
still staying with them, and everyone else was just yeeting it and crashing in front of me. So I was like, okay, I'll take those positions.
Yeah, I took like 7 positions just off of people crashing in front of me
And then Josh,
Yeah.
in race 1.
It
And
was
then-
quiet race, yeah, quiet race in P2 until the late safety car. I was like, is this good? I don't know.
And
And when Miata,
a pingu occurred in front of you.
yeah, Pingu occurred. So when Miata died, I was in the money suddenly. I was like, I wasn't going to react to it. Other than to say, I'm leading, okay. Breathe, because I know behind me, I've got Philip Bauer, who's fast, and Jack, who's even faster. And I was saying this at the restart, it was like a wet race. There was
Really?
zero grip on my tyres. You watched me on that restart going
He
into the
did
first
not
into that
weave.
first corner, and nothing.
So
That's
slidey,
why
yeah.
he weave. I had 90 degrees on all tires.
Yeah, Ali,
I
you were
had
going
that
for it.
45.
But damn,
That's
yeah.
why you fucking drift. You don't even weave. That's why you fucking drift and lock your brakes.
Can't do that in the panels either.
Yeah.
No, you can. Just turn your TC off with Control T.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a spin.
No, you definitely can.
Yes,
Ben Hayes.
yes, I
Ben
can.
Hayes.
Yes,
Ben
you do
Hayes
it, but
fucking
anyway.
drifts it.
Well, I wasn't risking it considering I was leading.
Yeah,
Um,
just learn how to drift and then do it in the GT4.
Okay, but there
Yeah,
you
whatever.
go.
And then it doesn't matter anymore. The season's over, and yeah, Jack just had more, well, just a better restart,
I did it in
and
the
then I got
Seat as
mugged
well.
and mugged and mugged and mugged.
yeah,
I
you got
did
you,
drifting in the Seat.
Everybody
think-
decided that I kind of went deep into turn 1, I think it was, hit the wall, and then suddenly everyone's like, "I'm having that."
yeah, you
I
really
was
got.
like,
I
and I
think
just got completely mugged.
I did. Yeah, you got shafted, man. You really got
That sucked.
shoved down. But you know,
I can't be too mad. It was good. It was a good fun race.
it looked very fun. You made some really good. I think at least a couple people made some awesome outside maneuvers. Definitely go back and check it because I caught a lot of very good
Oh,
moves.
did you see the one on Juan?
That was it. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, right on the
Not
outside.
the one where I killed him, but the same lap before that.
Yes, the other. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The one where you managed to get past him very nicely. Yeah, on the outside.
Side
That
by
was.
side from turn 2 round the fountain all the way to
Oh
turn 5.
no!
and
Oh, I
six.
caught that. I fully caught that on stream, and I was
Beautiful.
amazed. So definitely go check that out because that was a really good little battle.
I will say.
I was like, overtake of the year, and Juan was like, no, it's not over.
It
Yes, it
is.
is. I'm past you.
Sign ups in a few hours, or do we do it on? After
Sign ups will be
Steam
open in
stream?
40 minutes at 9 o'clock UTC.
Sure. Okay, just send it in pins.
All right, everyone, get signed up when it comes out.
I'm
I
saying that because I haven't actually made it yet.
I see.
I'll make it. I'll make it.
No, I'll make it. It's fine.
No,
Alright.
It's on
I'm
the set of
I'm
friends.
making
It's
it.
on the
I'm
it's on the
making
set
it.
of friends drive, and it's fine.
I don't care. I'm making it.
My league, I'm doing it.
Okay.
care.
Before we fall into absolute disarray, I'll end the stream here. Not before telling you what we have coming up at the weekend or for this weekend. We have AF4 round 2 at Nürburgring. Do believe that takes place at 4 p.m. UTC. Please be right. It takes place at 3 p.m. UTC. Definitely tune into that. It should be an awesome, nice, packed grid at Nürburgring. Finally, we're at that track. That should be good. And AFX finishes off its season at Bathurst at 6 p.m. UTC. After that, unfortunately, yet again, I can't race. But I love these cars, love the track, and it should be an awesome race to all participating and all watching if it gets streamed. Sunday, we don't have any actual races. However, definitely do join our weekly race with the Audi TT Cup at one of our vote tracks, Orchard Central. Awesome track, has been really fun in testing. And I would definitely recommend giving it a go in our weekly. That takes place at 2 p.m. UTC. Don't miss out on that if you're around. And I do believe that is all for this weekend. Thank you all for tuning in to this AF3 stream. It's been an absolute joy to commentate this season. I think it's been a spectrum of opinions from drivers, but there has been no doubt there have been some incredible races, awesome battles, and I've thoroughly enjoyed watching it all happen. But there you go. Alrighty, I think that just about does it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow and soon. Goodbye.